Yus. Yeah, Yus. Yes, you. You know what they call me?
Patron saint of Notre Dame.
No.
The Loch Ness Monster.
No. They call me
Loser.
Puff Daddy.
Wait, Puff Daddy?
You know why they call me Puff Daddy?
No, dude. No.
Because I'm the king. I'm also a part of the JPEGMAFIA. I know. Dangerous game.
Did JPEGMAFIA drop a song?
Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Couldn't tell you. I just know I'm a Puff Daddy. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god. JPEGMAFIA has released a new track called Puff Daddy with help on production by Kenny Beats. Basically, we get this rattling, beat that has the bass basically trying to turn your skull into a freaking pile of soup and ash. It sounds like a 2-bit game and fused with a trap beat, and it's amazing how Peggy just raps over this completely smooth. Like, he has a really nice flow on here, and he brings some heat along with it. Like this one's like, this is what I mean, like when I say without substance but still enjoyable. This has so much thump and so much energy to it. It's raw, but it's still fun to listen to. You know how JPEGMAFIA is. He's not doing something controversial because he wants to. It's more because that's just what he feels is right for that thing. Like, he doesn't really see it as something that's, oh, I'm trying to be weird for the sake of getting people's attention, because if he wanted to do that, I'm sure he would. There's a part on here, if you haven't listened to it, free warning, where basically this robot or Microsoft Sam, but I forgot the girl version of it, says nigga with a hard R basically. And that was just like, whoa, like it just throws you off. But Peggy's known for this in Veteran and in like previous songs, that he's always rapped about controversial stuff, and he's not afraid to really take it as far as he wants to in order to either prove a point or just use that in his music. It's just, his music is basically naturally provocative, and so with this we get another version of that. But despite the nigga with a hard R, this song was still awesome. The beginning, we get this kind of, I'm not sure if it's a reference to Veteran. He uses the beginning to the Edge theme song. Edge is a wrestler from WWE who had a famous theme song, because when you heard that, you knew it was gonna go down. He gets the I think you know me part, and I was like, oh man, this sounds like, it's immediately, you get immediately shook back to Veteran if you've listened to that, because I want to say a few songs employ that little sample there. That was really cool. Like I said, this beat is trying to freaking murder you. I really enjoyed this one. This is what I mean, like I said before, this is what I mean when I say it doesn't have to have substance all the time, but it needs to employ like levels and details of which are so enjoyable that you don't even have to really worry about what's being said. But here, even though what's being said is not necessarily some huge statement that we've never heard before, of course, rappers who are naturally underground are going to be like, hey, like, I'm embracing the underground, and if you want to come along, that's totally fine, but I do not care what you think of me. I'm doing me for me, which is pretty much Peggy's ethos here. This is a way to make that. But again, love Puff Daddy. This is great. There's so many weird moments in here, and I just appreciate JPEG for making this kind of music. And really, I got turned on to this kind of music. I at first wasn't really a fan of this, but I like the way that these type of songs can show you that you can make a really kind of huge deviation, or instead of a huge deviation, kind of fuse certain things that you enjoy with a different style that's popular and make it into your own thing. This is kind of almost the epitome of creativity, taking what is an original idea, or taking what is a well-known concept, I should say, and evolving it into your own platform or your own, thing. Puff Daddy. JPEGMAFIA. I like it. Well, this guy says, this is a PSA. Secondhand smoke is really dangerous and can basically kill you if not kept in check. So make sure, if you're playing some fire music, make sure everyone around you knows the consequences. And if they are willing to accept those consequences, then continue on. My wayward son. Continue on.